Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Clay from Clay's Collections, and we have another garage sale haul today. Yeah, this one was an unexpected one. I was driving home from somewhere. Anyway, I saw a sign, so I stopped. It was an estate sale, but it was run by the family, so it wasn't, you know, like one of the professional estate sale companies. It was just a family. They're trying to clear out the house of someone who's moved to assisted living, and she used to run a daycare and other things. So the house was full, the garage was full, and this was the third day when I went, and it was still a ton of stuff. So they said that, you know, they've sold a lot, but they still have a lot because there was just a lot there. So I did pick up mostly books because, well, here's the whole story. So when I went on a Friday afternoon, and I just picked up a small handful of books, a couple other things. But I missed one major room in the downstairs, which was mostly books, and the toys from the daycare, which were older toys because it's not like she was just running a daycare, you know, recently. So, which is kind of cool, but I didn't even look at the toys, honestly. I got caught up in the books and went crazy. So, anyway, let's show you what I got. Cindy went with me on Saturday. We went back on Saturday. I went on Friday, and we went back on Saturday morning. And I left her my card because there's still hundreds of books left. And she's like, I'll call you after everything's done and, you know, see if you're interested in what's left. So anyway, so we may work out some more with the books. Because I did leave some that I thought about getting, but I was like, I don't want to go too crazy. Because sometimes you can get overwhelmed with getting too much stuff at one time, even if the price is great or even if it's free. And I don't have a lot of space because we live in a condo. So my office here, which is really our second bedroom, I have a closet that I have all of my inventory in that's not out at the antique store. So that's the space I have. I'm limited to. So I can't have, you know, like tons of boxes and boxes and boxes of books just sitting around because I don't have space for them. So I have to be selective. Anyway, with all of that said, let's just get into the haul here. I have to show you something I'd never seen before, and I thought was just hilarious. And they're cookie cutters. 2 cookie cutters. One of them, a mustache-shaped cookie cutter. I was like, that is just hilarious. And we have people come in the antique store who are cookie cutter collectors. That's hard to say. So I always like to find the unusual ones because that's what they're looking for, ones they don't have, right? The other one I found was a wiener dog. I thought he was awesome. Little Dotson. He's a little rusty, but again, if you collect them, you display them, he would clean up. And I only charged like $2 for him. So it's not like it's a big deal, and they were charging 25 cents a piece for them. So that was fun. So on the first day, these are the books I picked up. One of the big categories, so today's theme of this video is more the categories that I sell that I do well at. And one of them are drink mixing books. I have sold this one, the Mr. Boston Bartender's Guide, multiple times. And so when I find it for $1 or less, I buy it because I think I sell these typically for $6 to $7. And they just sell really well. So here's a little pamphlet. They used to put a lot of these out. These were free promotional ones. Many times they were put out by the manufacturers. This one is Dell Purse Book. Okay, so this is one you could take with you if you're going to your friends and you want to make a drink. This one's from 1963, so it's the purse version. Benson and Hedges, see? So this is a cigarette company, put out this book, the drink recipes from 100 of the greatest bars. There you go. Oh, and they even list like the Pied Piper, that's the bar, and their drink, Maxwell's Plum. So, that's kind of fun. Here's a standard cocktail guide. Now these were all these were 50 cents each. And she gave me a deal, so I didn't even pay 50 cents each for these. Oh, I didn't realize this one This one got a little stained. And then they found this one for me. They said, because, you know, when I was checking out, she goes, oh, there's another one over there on the table, which was out in the garage when I was checking out. And she goes, it's a little Goofy one. I was like, I like Goofy because Goofy sells. She goes, so she got it for me. It's called Speedy Cocktails. Less time hosting, more time toasting. I love it. So, the Salty Mutt. Anyway, so that was a fun little book. And it's, what's funny is it's like a beginner book. It's very thick pages. So these are made to last. Get drinks spilled on them and you can wipe them up. So that's one of the categories. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. One of the categories that I do well with are these drink mixing books. Another category are old catalogs, vintage and antique catalogs. This I did not pick up at this sale. This I actually picked up at a thrift store, the Able Light thrift store, which is one of my favorites because they do a great job with their old books. All of their antique books they sell for $3.99. Standard price across the board, which I love. It's more than I typically spend, but they're good, usually good quality books, so I'll spend that if I feel it's worth it. And this particular book I got, never saw one of these before, and I thought I just have to have it because it's so unique. It is a drill bit catalog. So this shows you all the different drill bits and sets you could buy. So this would be the salesman's catalog that he would take to the different stores or companies and say, here, you want to buy some drill bits. This is our selection. It's the, what's it called? Cleveland Twist Drill Company, and it's from 1929, I believe, yeah, 1929. Drills, reamers, screw extractors, arbors, mandrels, sockets, mills, counterbores. Had to have it. So that's a fun one. Okay, so another category that does really well for me is Halloween, or Halloween related or haunted, ghosts, that type of category. So at this estate sale, she had a whole bunch, like this is Haunted Wisconsin, Haunted Heartland. These are all stories, true hauntings, spirits with a purpose. Haunted Lakes, this is then Great Lakes. So this covers two different categories. One, several of these do, which is the haunted story genre, but also local, because the Great Lakes, we're not that far from the Great Lakes here in Minnesota, so people go there on vacation, Upper Peninsula Minnesota or upper even Minnesota, because we have Duluth that's right on the lakes. So that covers a couple different categories. And then like Edgar Allan Poe, I sell every single Edgar Allan Poe book I can get my hands on. So they just happen to have the unabridged Edgar Allan Poe. I don't even know when this was published. I think in the 80s. Yeah, 1983. This is not a first edition, even of the paperback. But, you know, this is I'll sell this for $15 in paperback form. It will sell quick. And I paid $20 for everything. Well, no, I'm sorry. Between the 2 days, I paid $26 for everything. So, the cookie cutters, the books. I got a little chicken timer. Isn't he cute? 25 cents. So, and I'll put probably $4 on him. So, there's pretty much my money back. Also found this. It's a brand new compact mirror, but it's got this little mosaic pattern on the back. Nothing fancy or exclusive, but I like having these little things because people like picking them up for like stocking stuffers, or even just if they need a little mirror and it's inexpensive, I'll probably put $2 on that. I paid 25 cents. So in my last video, I talked about my profit margin, and I am running this year about 90% margin. So I'm making really good money on the stuff that I'm selling. And this is a prime example. So I bought it for $0.25. If If I sell it for $2.50, there we go. I kind of 10 times thing. Same with the books. If I pay 50 cents, usually $5 to $10, depending upon the book, some more, but typically $5 to $10. So I'm making 10 times my money that I'm spending on stuff. So to make that much is pretty incredible. But when you can find great deals where you can buy in big lots, it helps a lot. All right, so I talked about the haunting. The other one is first edition. This one is a first edition with the dust jacket, which is nice. So it's not the first printing, it's an early printing, still the first edition, and it's a classic book. So I've sold several of those as well. I'm adding on to my video because I just got back from doing some running around at errands and ran into a few garage sales. So I thought I'd just tack that on at the end of this video, just to show you kind of what I look for and what I pick up. And there's a couple things I can't even show you because they're in the other room. But anyway, one of the things I sell at the Pink Elephant, and this is what I wanted to share with you, is I sell a lot of bandanas and scarves. I don't know why, but I do. So I pick them up when I can find them, and I went to this garage sale today, and they had a pack of 4 of them for 50 cents. So I bought them. Now, these types of bandana, the colors with the paisley patterns, there's things I look for. This one is made in China. And so these I sell for $3 each. Cheap, fine. But this is what's interesting to me. These that are, and this is how I package them. So I've already got them on the cards in the plastic. But the ones that say made in USA, 100% cotton, these I sell for $9 each. And I typically can pick them up for 50 cents or $1. People love these vintage ones. They're much thicker than these. And when I pick them up, I see them in different colors, I pick them up. So it's great money and they sell well, and I have people coming and looking and buying, and so there. And then on my Barbie clothes, I didn't buy any at the garage sale today, but how I package those is I also put those in these, they're comic book cards. But they display well and people can sort through them, they don't get messy, all that kind of stuff. And they easily fit in a little container so they can flip through them easily, and they sell well. So if you have a booth and you need some ideas on how to package stuff, that's what works for me. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, now oh, I forgot, I'll get those in a minute. So hang on, I got some fun stuff to show you. I got this one for me, Country School Memories, because I went to a one-room schoolhouse. Doesn't look that much different than this one, except we had a front porch where our kitchen was that we made lunch in. And so yeah, again, this hits that local category, bring back memories type of category. Oh, here's another ghost story. And then another category that does well for me is the holidays, Halloween related, but Christmas related also. Now this one, Minnesota Christmas, that hits several different genres, right? Hits the local, hits the Christmas. So that was a no-brainer to pick up this one. So that's fun. And then I'll show you the rest of some of the other Christmas books. I love this one, Story of Cuddle Santa Claus. It's a little board book. So it'd be like for like our granddaughter. She'll be a year and a couple months at Christmas, so that might be a fun one for her. The other one other category I do well with are fun and games. So like this one, party games or tricks and stunts with playing cards. These seem to do well. And again, $5 a book. This one I'll probably do $2.50 on. Not big dollars, so people are willing to pick them up just for the fun of reading them, a little something different. So, all right, more Christmas books. I love this with the mice on it. Cute little mousies. And even within broader categories like Christmas, I do really well with like craft books, how-to books on making different things. Vintage ones, I definitely pick up the vintage ones if they have vintage things. This one is not that vintage, or is it? 1987, so it would be considered vintage, yes, but not vintage. I'm thinking 60s. Golden books always do really well for me. That's another great category. People are looking again to kind of get a whole set if they can. These are a couple kids books. Doll houses, how to make. This is actually a beginner early craft book series. So this is how to make dollhouse furniture, but more oriented towards the child. So juvenile age. Oh, I picked up this matted print. I'm going to frame it because many times I'll pick up frames, but I don't have prints for them. But I just thought that was a darling. Oh, it's cream of wheat. It's a cream of wheat ad. So I'll put that in a frame and hang that up. All right, and then the last category that I'll show you today is sometimes people collect certain topics, right? And they just buy any material they can on a certain topic. Well, this particular person, Native Americans was the theme. So I don't know, I picked up probably 20 different Native American books. When the Tree Flowered. This is actually a fictional account, you know, based on real life stories. Smoke from the Fires, life of, I don't know how to say that particular tribe. And here's one on Bull Run. This is a scholastic book, so that's oriented towards juveniles. Black Elk, Native people of Alaska. So she covered the gamut of all different tribes and didn't just stick to local tribes. So that one, again, hits different genres. And I forgot, I'm going to be right back because I forgot these guys that I picked up today also, which these are 4 autographed books that I picked up. So the Bread of Life, again, another Native American. It's Diaries and Memories of a Dakota Family, which is a local tribe here. So this one is autographed and dedicated with a date on it. This one, Country-Filled Life in the Dakotas. Stories of Sense of Humor. This one is just a local book. Ellendale, North Dakota. So that one was signed. This one, One Room Country Schools. Again, another little sub-theme, which I can relate to. And this one was, like I said, autographed. And on the bottom, 1998. So, and then this one is a Barnes & Noble's autographed copy. The Mark of the Maker. So, and this is signed both by the author and the illustrator on this page. So those 4 books go into my collection, which is what that whole shelf is. It's all my autograph copies. I now have like, I think 50 of them. So it's an ever-growing collection, and again, I just find them at sales by opening them up. It's not like they're even sectioned off that these are autographed or not. So, yeah, so it's a good find. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed our haul today. Did I forget something? No, I think that's all I got. Anyway, thanks. We'll catch you next time.